Hey, Jordan.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Alakazam, I'm here.
Alakazam.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Just sitting here waiting to be.
Yeah, doing nothing at all?
Okay, yeah.
Or you want to? Should I? You want to? All right, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Ooh, I think a rewind button.
Rewind? Wow, that's interesting. I'm going straight pause, dude.
Why? So you could just.
I'm allowed to move around freely when it's paused.
Okay,
right?
I don't know. You didn't say it was fucking Zach Morris time freeze.
Okay, don't bring Ryan Mark Hall Gosler into this. Okay, what's his name? Paul
Gosler.
Gosler something. Yeah, I think I'm going pause because I'm fucking moving around. I found the question on the internet, so I'm doing whatever I want. So
awesome. Well, hey, would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or shoot tequila with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Damn.
That's tough, man.
That's super crazy. I'd be a little afraid. Okay, I'm going Ryan Reynolds. Because growing up, when I was young and thin, people would be like, "Oh my God, you remind me of Ryan Reynolds." And then I got a little chunkier, and that movie Just Friends came out, and they're like, "Hey, you remind me of Ryan Reynolds from that movie Just Friends," which is just fat as fuck Ryan Reynolds. You know what I'm saying? It's just him with big fat titties. Anyways, so I think we'd get along great, and The Rock, he seems like he's on the verge of murdering.
I would pick The Rock and just be like, "Can you people's elbow me?"
Yeah. Seriously.
I would just ask to be rock bottomed.
What's his other move?
The rock bottom.
It doesn't matter what it is, Jordan.
God damn it. I right into it.
I just got you so good. Okay,
Anyway.
well then in that case I have a question.
What's up?
Would you rather be able to talk with animals or speak all foreign languages?
Animals for sure, bro.
Animals?
I just want to know what my dogs are thinking when I'm looking at them.
Dude, but imagine how much... No, you're married. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to go foreign languages so we could team up and take over the world.
Okay, cool. That sounds good.
Is that pretty good?
That's actually a great movie idea.
Yeah.
Trademark that right now.
Dibs. I think that's legally binding.
Would you rather get trapped in the middle of a food fight or a water balloon fight?
I mean, which one is going to be delicious if you walk around with your mouth open? That's all I'm going to say. So, food fight, obviously, right?
I feel like water balloon, but I also don't like the word trapped. Like, is that just you like in the middle while everybody just chucks like Twinkies at you? Like, I don't.
Are you
I don't
getting
want that
waterboarded? Like, is this?
I don't like that.
That's true. I'm gonna fucking asphyxiate on spaghetti and meatballs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, been there, done that. We've had water balloon fights.
Yeah.
Food fights where it's at.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Ooh, this is a good one. Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long?
Lottery, dude.
Easily,
Lottery.
right?
What? I don't want to live like that long anyway. Like,
yeah.
Let's just get in, get out.
Looking at my grandparents and how long they've lived, like, I'm thinking I want to live about 75% as long. You know, like I don't want that full life anyway. So
lottery, I mean, you're golden for those 12 years that you have left. You know what I mean?
Show me the money, Jerry Maguire.
I got one more.
Okay,
cool. Would you rather walk to work in heels or drive to work in reverse?
Oh shit. Oh, well, I'm pretty lucky. I work from home now, so I guess the
fact
heels.
That you're wearing heels is just a coincidence.
A normal day around the house because, you know, a guy's got to be comfy, so definitely heels.
I would definitely drive to work in reverse.
Yeah.
Just for the story, you know?
Yep.
I feel like I could do it. I have a backup camera. I could fucking park that thing in like a shoebox if I wanted to.
And you live pretty close to work, so that's viable. I think I'm better at driving in reverse than I am in. That's such a fucking stupid, cocky ass statement. That's not real. But I'm good at driving backwards, I think.
I thought you were. I thought you were gonna be like, I think I'm better at driving in reverse than I am walking in heels. You know what? That's such a cocky statement.
Yeah, because I'm really good at walking in heels, dude. So.
Awesome. Hey, let's start the show. It's a banger. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
I didn't know. I thought you were Stone Cold Steve Austin me right there.
What?
With the fucking what thing? Do you remember when that came out? When that was like a thing?
A little bit, yeah.
Dude, I was balls deep into wrestling back then, and it was fucking hilarious.
What?
I have him yell what every single time. It was so funny. And then 6 years later, I was like, can we fucking stop, everyone?
Yeah.
Like the crowd would just do it every fucking time.
For 3 hours.
And yeah, like people that were like came out, they were probably like, all right, it's gonna be funny. It won't catch on. It'll be funny. Surely a decade from now, there won't be people chanting what
Still
every
doing
time
it.
somebody stops speaking. And no,
what?
Still do it. Yeah, they still do it. It's crazy.
The Pat McAfee show does it a lot.
Do they?
They're huge wrestling fans. So yeah, he'll be like Chase Claypool, and someone will be like, what? And he's like, Mapletron. Like, what? He'll be like, catching a big one over his head. Like, they just start screaming. I get so amped up, dude.
That's so funny. Oh, man.
I've
been watching a lot of wrestling lately. I mean, I know I mentioned it like 3 episodes ago.
Like current wrestling?
No, just old. I just put on like
school?
old WrestleMania, and then I'll be doing something, like I'll be working on something. And,
rubbing your...
every once in a while I'll like pay attention a little bit, but for the most part, it's just like it's like noise in the background. But the funniest part is Steph comes in and she's like, why is that guy mad at the other guy? I'm like, well, there's a whole backstory. He slept with his wife,
Eddie Guerrero.
I was like, yeah, I don't know why they're both wearing underwear. I don't know. You don't like? I don't know.
Why is that giant Hawaiian man smashing that guy to death with his butt cheeks? Was he Hawaiian? I don't remember. Who was that? Do you remember who I'm talking about? Yeah.
Rikishi back in the day. There used to be a guy named Yokozuna, which was like just like a fat guy. He was supposed to be like a sumo wrestler, I think. And like he used to like sit on people as like his finisher or whatever. Yeah. And like I get that wrestling's fake, but your chest is now dust cuz like he would sit on their chest. Like fuck, dude. I couldn't handle if like my dog was on my chest. I'd be like, "Can you get the fuck off of me?" Like not. Oh my god. But
sometimes Sawyer gets me in like the spleen with an ankle, and I'm like, I'm gonna bleed out and die, kid. You don't understand what you're doing here.
Yeah. Maybe he does.
And it just
hurts.
Like,
you know what?
He might.
I said I wanted grilled cheese and a chocolate milk.
Yeah. He heard what I said on that Instagram clip. I was like, great. I'm talking shit about my son and my deceased father. Perfect. The perfect clip.
All right. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
I thought that I almost named that the title of the episode. It makes sense why my dad had a drinking problem.
Yeah, okay.
But I was like, I don't want to.
I think the thing is that my dad would probably be cool with it because he was funny, you know.
Sure.
The thing is, like, not everyone else in my family has the sense of humor that my dad and I had.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, everyone else in your family needs to listen to this pod and understand that we're not serious.
Learn a thing or two.
We're too funny to be stopped. Basically,
we're two beep idiots.
Yeah. I could put that in post. That's fine.
No, my beep was so good.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. What? Okay.
What? I know. We're going to start doing it.
No, I've done the apparently thing. I've got it out of my fucking system. There's still some people that I know, without saying any names, Jared. Who still fucking says it.
Knew it. I nailed it.
It literally visibly upsets people now. They're just, when he does it, they're just like, oh, come on, I thought we beat this. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, you're going to lose friends over it. They're going to be like, Jordan started it, so. Yeah. But yeah, hey, it's episode 48.
48.
That's
a lot.
Crazy. That's a lot. Yeah.
We
revel at ourselves a lot.
I asked Steph today, I was like, did you think we would ever get to 48? And she's like, I didn't think you'd get to 20. And I was like, all right, well, we obviously surpassed that.
All right.
I get it. You're looking. She's like,
to 20?
Honestly, I didn't think you'd do more than 2. And I was like, you could just shut the fuck up. How about
you
that?
could just sit the fuck down, Steph. All right, see that? I'm flipping the double bird. All right, not 1, not 1.5. All right, the double.
She knows how to like make the situation meaner,
Yeah,
but
of
funnier
course.
at the same time. She's got a PhD in that, honestly.
Yeah, pretty huge dick. It's a
Hey, what's this episode's what's this episode about? 48.
Well, I was thinking I couldn't find an athlete of note. So,
You didn't like Vinny Hinestroza?
no, I mean it's a great name.
Yeah, it is. It's an awesome
I just
name.
didn't want to have to try to pronounce it. So, what did you come up with?
Vinny Hinestroza. That's it.
Oh, Vinny Hinestroza.
He played for the
Okay.
Hawks for like 3 years.
Who?
Yeah, there we go.
Sicka.
Oh.
Slim Shady.
Oh.
How old's Eminem?
I'm just gonna go off the top of my head. I'm gonna say he's 48 years old.
Wow, you just knew that. You didn't look that up prior to this?
Nope.
What a coinkly dink that
I
worked
know.
out perfectly.
So
This is the Marshall Mathers, the real Slim Shady, the Eminem episode,
there
okay?
you go. He is 48 years old, which I don't want to make everybody feel old, but good damn.
Damn!
Yeah,
It's
that-
like,
Fuck, man.
dude, it feels like just yesterday he was getting a hand job from Brittany Murphy behind the pallets. You know what I mean? Just
Dude.
cutting metal.
For real, man. We were 10 or 11, I think, when like we
Yeah.
probably first came like to know him, not personally, obviously, but
That was later. That was
yeah, that wasn't until we were like
much.
17, 18.
yeah. And then
we
we're
went on
tight,
that
but-
road trip. It's no big deal.
Yeah, our little niece Haley just it's
Don't say anything
We're
about
tight.
him, dude. MGK
I know.
got fucking blackballed from
I
everything.
literally just saw something that was like Eminem dissed him so hard that MGK went back to indie pop and like is beefing with Slipknot now. He just can't keep anybody's name out of their mouth. So
No, dude,
Yeah.
he's the Michael Jordan of rap. Do not say a fucking thing about his
know.
daughter, or else he's just gonna fucking make up some shit, and now you're
Seriously.
done. You're done. So,
which I don't know if you've seen Haley, but
nope.
she seems
I'm
like
sure
a
she's
very
wonderful.
strong, wonderful, smart, independent woman.
Yep,
And
doesn't need a man.
Good luck to them. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
whole family and
Seriously.
everybody. But if Eminem wants these bars, dude, I'll drop a diss track. But
You know how we've talked about how like you're into like TikTok drama and
oh yeah,
I'm not, or I kind of am, but I'm not really focused on it. Like if I see it, okay, yeah, sure. But for some reason, the MGK Eminem battle back and forth, I was all about that, dude.
googling it every day to
Dude,
see what had happened. Yeah.
I was really interested. I don't know if there was just like a slow winter for me. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I like that. And I remember, I think it was Bizarre. Remember that dude from D12?
Yep.
He posted like a reaction video.
That's the big dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He posted like a reaction video to Machine Gun Kelly's verse or song or whatever, and he was like, "It's pretty good, it's not bad." And then he was like, "You fucked up though."
You fucked up though, dude.
He was literally like, "You're in trouble. Like you have
fucked up now.
yeah, you have Eminem with time on his hands. You're fucking in trouble."
I imagine Eminem now, like, and this is gonna. I always hate saying this, but I feel like I enjoyed Eminem's music back when he was angry. I don't want to say when he was using because that's. I don't want to like say that him doing drugs was a good thing, but I really feel like artists a lot of the time need like trauma or like some. I feel like I deal with my problems well enough in my life that it's hard for me to be creative because I just, you know what I mean? I move on from things. I don't fester and then write a movie about it. But his music's still good, but he's just a legend. He's like, he's like doing a crossword and like sipping a coffee, and then he's like Carrion, and he's like MGK will be in a body bag like Carrion, okay, and he's like moves along,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Somebody probably like talks to him during his day, and he's like, "What did you just say? What was that?" And they're like, "I don't even know." And he's like, "Yes, you did. Give me the words,
Please
Give me it.
say it.
I need them all." No,
In a minute.
I was probably like, what you looked this up, right? You looked up when like some famous songs of his came
Real
out.
Slim Shady came out in the year 2000. Y2K.
2000 is
Yeah.
I was 10 or 11, probably.
Yeah, probably 11, you grandpa.
It's probably 11, I was just, standing there with my white tee, grabbing my you-know-what, flipping my new you-know-who. Dude, I was so into it. I think people that are fans of him have definitely had moments in their lives where they were like, he's speaking to me. Because, like, some of his, like, more emotional songs, I'm like,
cleaning out my closet. Dude. I mean, we were talking about it. The Real Slim Shady like sparked the intro because we were 10. We were young. Yeah. I didn't hear that song in '96 that he did with Biggie or whatever. Yeah.
But Hi, My Name Is came out when I was 7. Like I was. Yeah, exactly. I barely knew my own name. I didn't need to know what his name was.
Yeah, I did not need to know it. And so. So once the Eminem show came out, like 2002, we were 12, 7th grade or something. We were bros, right? That's all we probably listened to. And when I heard,
yeah, dude,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a friend who had a boyfriend who I like didn't like, which is pretty much how I live my life. Like, if you ever get a girlfriend, I just don't like them off the bat. Yeah. Like, it's just how it is. I'm like super protective of my friends, which is not healthy and really just
you just like
upsetting to everybody.
Yeah, people in general, you just don't like them. You're
I just for some reason I'm just like, what can you do to make my friend happier
than me?
Explain it. Yeah.
There's a couple things that
But I had this friend who had a boyfriend who I like didn't like. And then he like burned me a copy of the Eminem show, and I was like, "He's all right."
All right. He's in. Yep.
I was like, "This will definitely fit in my Discman." Mm-hmm. I'll definitely.
I stood in front of the mirror a couple times and was like, "Have you ever been hated or discriminated against?" I have.
Yeah.
I'm like, in band class, Mr. Balla kept me late and I missed the bus.
I feel like we have to get off of Eminem.
This is an Eminem podcast now.
12 fucking minutes of us talking about Eminem.
This is an Eminem podcast now. So actually, if you could start calling me Marshall, that would be great.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so yeah, what's up? How's your week been?
Pretty good. I still got kind of a cold.
I hear it a little bit.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't feel bad. I just sound bad, which is
look bad.
Yeah, it's true. And it's so upsetting to be like, excuse me. Like, I can't fucking talk normally.
It's just barely, though. You probably hear it a lot. I can hear just a little bit, but you just sound a little nerdy. Like you're,
well,
like you read comic books and watch wrestling. You know what I mean?
I got this thing. God damn it. I didn't bring it in the room, but it's basically a Game Boy with like 1,000 games on it. Like it's some crazy game, right?
Yeah.
And what was the first game that I wanted to play? And I've been fucking going to town on it. What is it? What do you think? Think old school Game Boy.
Old school Game Boy. I mean, for me, it was always Pokemon, but I don't think it's Pokemon.
Dude, Pokemon Yellow. I've been playing this
shit
out of Pokemon
Dude,
Yellow.
Yes, bro. Yes.
I've gotten like... I'm just into it. I remember what it was like when I was a kid.
Chasing after you.
Yeah.
I was like a red or a blue guy. I never had yellow.
I never had the game when I was a little kid, so I would sometimes play like my friends or something. Cool. I guess I'll see you in 3 days, Johnny. Please don't delete my saved game. Like I don't know what to say. But I have been playing it, and it's fun. And I sometimes I get stuck. But guess what? That game came out 38 years ago, so there's like tutorials on how to do things and go. It's so much fun to be like, well, that's how I get the bicycle. Okay, cool, thanks.
Exactly. Or there's the cheats where you go up and down on the shore, and then it's like a Gyarados or something shows up, and then you set them free, and then you do it again, and then you have unlimited HP you can add to your.
Dude, I remember kids at my like day camp that I went to like summer camp or whatever with. That used to have like magazines and shit that would have like the maps and all that shit, and like it just brought me right back. So I'm kind of into it now.
We had to hear it from a friend. My cousin actually. So I must have been in like 5th or 6th grade. I had a Game Boy Color. It was turquoise, and I had Pokemon. I think my grandma bought it for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was she was moved to Florida, and she was like, "Well, we don't love you enough to stay, but here's a Game Boy." And I was like, Even better.
There's no backlight, so make sure you get a glare on it.
I had
so
the one you could plug in that sat over the top. I think at one point I even had the magnifying glass one with the light, right?
That's hilarious.
And I lost it. I couldn't find it. Oh, so my cousin moved in. My 2 cousins and my aunt moved in for a while because my mom someone's like, man, I have a cold. And she's like, do you need a place to stay? You can live with me for a year or 2.
That is true. I don't think I've ever officially lived with you, but I feel like I've been proposed to a lot. Like,
yeah. You could have.
You want a couch? I don't know.
Yeah, you sure could have. You're like, my parents won't even buy me a Game Boy, so I'm moving in. Yeah. But I was missing it for like a couple weeks, and I'm like, damn, I can't play my game. And I see my cousin one day playing a Game Boy Color, my cousin Josh. If you're listening, Josh. And I'm like, wow, that's a turquoise one? It's a turquoise Game Boy Color. Dude. And I was like, hey, Josh, is that my Game Boy? He's like, no. I'm like, because I lost mine, and that looked, I mean, is that Pokemon Blue in there? And he's like, yeah, it's not yours. My friend from school gave it to me. And I was like, it's pretty weird that we have the exact same setup, your friend and I, right?
Sure.
So that night, I think I just brought it up. Like, we kind of got into it. And it turns out he stole my fucking Game Boy.
Wow.
And was playing it right in front of my face like I'm just a little bitch. He was like, you're 2 years older than me. Who's the man now?
Wow.
Same cousin that we used to break the couch doing wrestling moves and then cry at each other.
You should have beat his ass more because that is uncalled for. He didn't even have, like, the decency of, like, hiding it with like electrical tape or something. Like just out and about, just
get some nail polish.
Yeah, just put it like in an oven mitt so you can't see what you're doing.
I thought I was over it, but that wound is fresh again, and Josh, we're feuding all over again. So
that's so
about
funny.
To go Marshall Mathers on your ass,
dude. That's so crazy that he just fucking lied to you in front of you.
Took it to my face.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's what I've been up to. Just work and trying to get over this cold and catching all the monsters I can catch. Because I don't know if you know, but you gotta catch them all.
You have to.
Yeah,
gotta catch them.
Anyway, what have you been up to?
Real quick, will you send me the link to that thing that you got? Because I want it. So. I have a Game Boy Color actually. I just found it the other day.
Okay, so it's not that expensive. I want to say it's like $120, something like that. But it has like literally like 2,000 games on it.
Sure.
The moment I started playing it, I was like, I'm going to be like a celebrity and just gift this to everyone I've ever known.
Yep.
Like just for now on.
As soon as you hit it, you're like,
I'll just have like 30 on hand and just be like, oh, here you go. Welcome to the house. Just like enjoy your experience with this thing. It's pretty cool.
God, when we're rich, I'm going to give away so many presents. I can't wait.
Yeah.
My week's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. The last time we talked was what? Friday?
Well, on the pod or
on the pod, yeah.
Yeah, Friday,
I don't consider any other correspondence between us anything
Wait,
other
you
than
mean professional conversation? Yeah, that was Friday.
Friday. Since then, I mean, I worked all weekend. I got like 4 hours of sleep, and then did Don't Wake Daddy last night.
Oh shit! Oh my gosh!
I know.
It's
it was pretty cool. We played here. Let me break down the whole episode for you before it comes out on theirs. Okay?
Oh yeah.
So Stu.
So wait, no, you should. Right now, I'll just pipe in that secret recording that you were taking the entire time.
Okay, fine. I guess if we're going to use it, then okay. I do have a bootleg copy.
That would be such a douche move.
We're going to sell it on the black market. It's fine. All my daddies, my daddy baddies out there that listen to Don't Wink Daddy are going to be...
I feel like they need to call their fans that.
Daddy baddies? Did I just figure it out for them?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that is really good. Write it down. We'll let them know.
All right.
Jeeves. Write it down for me, boy. Okay. But, yeah, it was really fun. Was a little nervous just because, I got there and they were working on the episode that's coming out. And their process is just so much different than mine. Like, you're the one that does all the, like, hard stuff. You just kind of, like, let me get away with being lazy a little bit.
Sure.
You did send me kind of a stern text, though. You were like, hey, it's easy to do this Instagram post, so I'm thinking maybe 2-3 times a week. Bud, you there? You listening?
I mean...
It's true, though.
No, it's pretty easy. We can talk about it afterwards.
Perfect. We even have, I'm just going to shout it out now, and then we'll obviously unveil it in a couple weeks. But Jordan put together a little special logo for the October season, and it is fire. It is so sick. It is so sick.
Yeah, it's exciting.
But yeah, that was about it. Worked today and drank about 64 ounces of coffee, and now I'm wired and ready to do this podcast.
Nice. So you guys, are you allowed to say the game or no?
I don't know. Am I?
Probably like a teaser. I mean,
they put the thing out on Instagram to ask if people had played it.
Yeah.
So we played 13 Dead End Drive, which is Steph's favorite game. But that's...
She'll actually listen to your episode. Yeah. The one I was on previously, like 2 weeks ago, she doesn't give a shit about.
No, of course.
But because the game has something to do with like her childhood, she loves it. So
Steph's like, guess who's not listening to the episode this week? Me.
Like Stu like threw it out there with like some sort of idea about like what game to pick or whatever, and then all Steph has said for the last 5 months is like 13 Dead End Drive, and they're like, yeah, I think we may have it, and she's like, play it.
Do it. Danielle bought it off eBay, so I don't want to ruin the episode, so we'll leave it there. But Steph does get a couple shout outs actually.
Nice. Well, she's got to be pumped for it. Cause,
I'm a better husband than you. So
well, speaking of that, tomorrow, Tuesday, is our 2-year anniversary of marriage. Wow.
You're so right, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
What?
Before we started recording, she was like, are you going to give me a shout out? And I was like, for what? She's like, you know. And I was like, nope, I don't know. I don't know. But no, 2 years, fuck, man. Crazy amount of time. I feel like it was like 4 weeks ago we were getting cheeseburgers after our wedding. Yeah, 75 of them and eating 31 of them, and just, you know what I mean? Like
them on the table. Yeah,
it just feels like it was so fucking like. It doesn't feel like 2 years. So, preemptively or post-emptively, whatever. Yep. Happy anniversary, Stephanie Field.
Yeah, happy anniversary, Steph, from me to you. Okay. No, yeah, it's, that night was obviously amazing, and your relationship has been amazing. You got a real one. And, all those other nice things. I just want to be mean to Steph. It's hard to say nice things.
She hasn't listened to the pod for a long time. She's kind of lost interest. I think, like I said, she didn't think we were going to get past 20, so she's like, that's all the energy I had.
Yeah, that's all I wasted it on the first 20.
Although, the moment I mentioned that we were maybe going to pick M&M, she was like, so there's M&Ms in the closet. You could be eating those. That's the thing. And then she went to look for one of those candy, you know what I'm talking about, like a candy gumball machine thing. We have one a long time ago that was like an M&M one
with the peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, but she was like looking for that, and I was like, I threw that out 17 years ago. I don't know why you'd be looking for it now.
M&Ms pretty bad.
All right, sorry. Anyway.
Oh, jeez. But the only thing I'll say that kind of wasn't great about your wedding. The DJ kind of played that Earth, Wind, and Fire song right away.
He did.
Which was a huge miss.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone on the dance floor, 15 minutes in, peak when everyone still got energy. We talked about this. You said it originally 2 years ago, I remember.
Yeah.
You took exception to that.
For those of you who don't know, September by Earth, Wind, and Fire, the first fucking line is, do you remember the 21st night of September? Yep. And that's when we got married, on the 21st of September. So we thought it was like a fun, I don't know, coincidence or whatever. Yeah. And we put that in, he gave us this big long list of songs we did want to hear, songs we didn't want to hear, whatever, important songs, the mother-son dance, the father-daughter dance, all that kind of stuff. And so we put that on there, and then legit, the first fucking song was that song. And while we were dancing, I was like, this is a bad... Why did he choose at this point to do this? He could have started with anything, and I would have been happy.
Literally anything else. Because it was like, all right, guys, that was the speeches. Robbie, go get yourself under control. And we're going to start dancing here in just a second. So finish up your dinner. And then it was like, don't,
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the right part.
There was like 6 of us on the dance floor at that point. Basically
Yeah.
the wedding party at that point. But
Yep.
yeah, he could have started with like the YMCA,
Yeah.
any song. Honestly, it could have been just, the funeral song, the march,
Yeah.
the weird. Anyway,
We
Yeah.
didn't let it harsh our vibes too much, and we still ended
no,
up having
yeah,
a good time.
it was
so.
good. Chris Graham remembers. I don't know.
The 21st night of September.
He remembers. Yeah, he remembers.
Do you think he's still shirtless? Would be my question. Oh, sorry.
I don't think so, but I do remember when that happened, and it was hilarious and awesome. And the next day, I remember wanting to like talk to him, just in general. And I thought he was gonna be like, "Dude, sorry, I'm so sorry. Like I didn't know."
Yep.
But really, he was like, "Yeah, that's what happens at parties. I fucking
Hey.
get crazy, and you don't invite Chris without expecting that." So
Yeah, you're gonna see my nips at some point. So, like, all right, good.
be prepared.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Great nips, by the way. He's got just a stand-up set of nips.
Awesome. Yeah, dude, that was fucking hilarious. But yeah, 2
So
years
fun.
ago tomorrow,
Yeah.
which, gosh, we've been together for so long though. It doesn't seem like it matters really. Like
Yeah.
it's like 2 years of marriage. but
Not,
it's
I
like,
don't.
whatever.
I was gonna be like, dude, that's not the right mindset to have. But obviously, I have no fucking idea what mindset you're supposed to have. So
We have like zero enthusiasm for anniversaries or
yeah,
even like holidays. Like we really are. I can't tell you how many times it's been like Valentine's Day and we've been like, oh shit, it's Valentine's Day.
frozen pizza. What-
Yeah,
what are we doing?
legit. Like,
yeah.
look at this Facebook post. It's found. Oh yeah,
Yep.
happy Valentine. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
we're just not like that. Which
Here's
takes
the
a lot of
Reese's
pressure
peanut
off
butter.
of me. Honestly, it's nice.
Yeah, you guys are just good. You guys are just besties for the resties. And you love each other or whatever. Good for
Yeah,
you.
we go through like ups and downs in a day. Like for like love, I hate this person. I love this person. I can't stand this person. Probably 38 times back and forth. But
Yeah.
it always just kind of averages out at like this person's aight.
Yeah. And you guys are.
Yeah,
You're
we
just
are.
aight. Good to go.
Hey man, we're close to about half hour into this, and
I had a feeling. Yeah, we're getting close.
I think it's time.
Time for what?
You ready for some mind-blowing facts?
Did you hear that?
I did. Yeah, it was very loud and
Oh my god.
one sentence.
Jeez. I thought God was talking to me for a second.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you got a fucking fact? Do you want me to
Yeah,
go first? You gonna go first? What's going on?
You know what? I don't know. I got a pretty decent one. Mine's pretty. It's interesting.
I gotta know. All right, I'll go first.
You go. You hit it first this time.
All right.
Oh.
In the 1800s, hosiery businessman LaMarcus Thompson, who sounds like he plays football right now.
I was
honestly.
gonna. He's
It's a
in the
fucking
NFL.
cool ass name.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna name my next kid Lamarcus. I'm sorry.
Hosiery businessman LaMarcus Thompson. He hated Americans
Ooh.
because of the hedonistic places like saloons and brothels. He didn't like that people were like interested in that. I'm sure he was like super Jesus-y, whatever, which is like you can be sort of Jesus-y, but like too Jesus-y is too Jesus-y.
Yeah.
So he had this idea. All of this like was like culminating in one area, or at least where he lived, in Coney Island, New York.
Oh.
So he built America's first roller coaster to try to get people to like stop jerking off or whatever. I don't know.
Banging hookers. Yeah.
Or getting their hair did. I don't know why
Yeah.
a saloon or a salon or whatever.
Yeah, I think a saloon's where you get your hair done for sure.
Yeah.
So it's where you drink your Mountain Dews.
Anyway, so he built America's first roller coaster. It was called the
Just say he's been
Switchback.
busy. I'm sorry. Carry on.
The Switchback Railway was the name of it.
Oh,
And,
okay.
it worked. People stopped fornicating or whatever because they were too
Yeah.
busy riding this boring ass fucking roller coaster. I looked up a picture of it and it's legit just like Whoa, up and down. Like it's just,
This is almost fun.
it's nothing. I'm sure they had to like push it backwards to like get it back to the start.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
He couldn't figure out like the oval pattern to like have it go to the front again. But
what did it run on?
fucking fear and Jesus. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't just Jesus-ish. He was very Jesus-y. So,
yeah. But no, 4 years later, 50 more were built by him. I'm assuming, I did not look up this part, but I'm assuming they were just as boring as the first one. But think about it, 1800s, like, other than nothing, what are you doing?
yeah.
I
think you just kind of sat around back then.
Yeah, like, I don't even, was the radio around back then? I don't even know. Marconi, did he do something back then? They probably didn't even have electricity. I should have looked up more about this fact, but I feel like it's more fun to make things up. I feel like dinosaurs were alive back then.
Yeah, he used dinosaur bones, if I remember correctly. Is he the great-grandfather of roller coasters? What are we talking here?
You know what? I'm sure if we looked up that, we would start our own podcast about roller coaster history, and it would just be kind of like, it would be famous and very popular.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, no. I'd rather talk about Eminem for 12 minutes than follow up with Pokemon for 7 minutes and then somehow get back to this.
Samesies. Do you like roller coasters?
You know what? When I'm on one, it's like, fuck, better enjoy this. But the waiting to it, not my favorite. I get very nervous. I just, you see the potential for bad shit to happen. Although it never really does. So, sometimes I get nervous, but then, like I said, once I'm like, I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, well,
here we go.
I better hold on. I do remember when I was a little kid crying in the line for the Demon at Six Flags because it was the first one I've ever been on with like loops.
Yeah.
And I remember just being scared, and I, bawled my eyes out. My dad probably like choked me in the line and was like, quit it.
Yeah. He's like, your vagina's showing.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But
I'm 7.
We got in, and the whole thing comes over your chest and dude, I held on to those fucking bars and I just looked down the entire time. Yeah. And terrified, obviously not a great moment in my life, but the moment I got off, I was like, let's fucking do that again. Like, let's go. Yeah, I was fucking jacked. But yeah, I'm not a huge roller coaster guy, but they're fun. I'm not a LaMarcus Thompson, you know what I mean?
No, of course, yeah.
But no, they're definitely something. How about you?
I love roller coasters with a passion. They're so good. I definitely don't mind waiting. The problem is I have been too fat to ride roller coasters for like 10 years. Because I'm just like, really what it is that I'm bottom heavy. I got these meaty ass thighs. So when they go to put the lap bar down, it's like my legs are too big. Yeah. And my belly a little bit too, but my legs.
Yeah, your legs are fucking trunks.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. No one's. If I was a fullback, no one's tackling me. I'm awesome. Yeah. But
they could stop a bullet. Those.
I think so.
Those thighs.
At least a 22 or like a small one, But yeah, I haven't been on forever, and now we have phones. Like waiting for roller coasters probably still kind of sucks, but if I could just play Brick Breaker the whole time, dude, then I'm in.
Yeah. I pretend like the wait is really what I hate.
Yeah.
But really, I'm just scared. So when there's a long ass line, I'll be like, "Come on, guys! It's a 4-hour wait. Like, don't you want to eat a funnel cake and sit in the teacups?
Let's
like,
just go.
Come on!" And I kind of portray that like, "Oh, that's what I'm really bothered with." But really, I'm just scared of it.
Yeah. So. Well, funnel cake plus teacups does not sound like a good time. In that order, maybe the opposite. But
yeah.
No, I agree. But I do love them, and that's really the only reason I'm losing weight. It's between that or golf. I was like, so I can go on roller coasters and I can golf better, and I guess live longer so I can experience more of my son's life. But whatever. But yeah, right. I do love a good roller coaster. So
nice. All right, what's your fact? What do you got?
All right, my fact is it's a story of love. It's a story of generosity, and all around.
Hold on. I love the build up to our either fucking idiot or fact because we try to like create an environment before you just fucking blurt it out. You try to foreplay it up a little bit.
Oh like, yeah, you wanna lightly pet or whatever.
Just rub some areas.
You want a shoulder massage. You know what it means.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, we're trying to slap some lipstick on this pig a little bit.
It's all right.
So anyway, Stonehenge,
love.
You're familiar with Stonehenge?
I am.
Breathtaking. It's like a pretty amazing thing. It's like 13 feet tall by 7 feet wide, and each block, that's what I'm talking about, each block is about 25 tons.
Yeah, dude. And what's a ton? Do you know what a ton is?
2,000 pounds.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
They throw around the word ton like it's nothing.
Like it's 25 tons.
Oh, 25 tons. Like, dude, 50,000
pounds. That's like each block.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Each fucking block, dude.
You would need 50,000 humans to lift that up. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, it's for sure made by aliens.
Sure.
But the point of this is that it was actually publicly owned or privately owned until the year 1918. So that's my fact. In 1915, Cecil Chubb, a local barrister, because Stonehenge is from Wiltshire, England. He grew up like 4 miles away from there.
It's literally like off of like a dirt road. Like
it's like nothing. I think.
I've seen like the Google image of it, and it's like, or like the above image, and it's just.
If you don't get enough gas.
You accidentally take a left at the fork, and you're like, "Where the fuck am I? Is that Stonehenge? What the hell?
Is that 50,000 pound fucking blocks right there?"
No, 25 tons, bro.
They're only 25 tons. Well, he grew up 4 miles away. His dad was like a saddler, as well as his dad before that, and he wanted more for his life, so he became a barrister, which is like a legal advocate, like a lawyer.
Sure.
Amassed some wealth, and in 1915, for his wife, he bought Stonehenge for $11,000, 6,600 pounds, and gifted it to her.
5.5 tons of money? That's so crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh!
If you rewind the video, really nice. You could see my brain being like, "How many tons of money is that? 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Carry the 1.
You did great. Honestly, I'm super impressed. But then in 1918, they did the right thing and they donated it to to England.
And his wife was like, "Motherfuckers."
I know. Well, I'm thinking either they must have got divorced or England was like, "It's ours now, so we're gonna tell people you donated it."
That's really funny.
My question about the whole thing is like, how good is that? Meow. You know what I'm saying? That he bought her Stonehenge. He was like,
with $11,000 back in 1918, which is probably $40 billion now.
Seriously.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
So if Stonehenge is like the 7th wonder of the world, does that make his wife's vagine the 6th?
Do you think she was immediately impressed by it though? I feel like I would have been like, where's the roof? What the fuck?
He's like hands over her eyes, and he's like, "All right, babe, this is for you. This is huge." And she's like, "Where is that?"
Yeah, literally. Like,
what is it?
Yeah, dude, you're speaking up my alley because ancient anything is fucking interesting to me. And
really,
Stonehenge is cool. It's like I think like 7,000 years old or something like that. Like
3,000 BC is when they started constructing it, and they finished in 2000. And they say that. Sorry, do you know this?
No, go ahead.
So
I don't know. I don't know it enough to like just start.
I just read up on it before this, so I'm actually super impressed with my brain right now because I remember a lot of what I read.
Sure.
But it resembles other like burial stones or memorials.
Sure.
And they said that there is like because you can, what is it, radiocarbon, whatever, you can check
carbon date it.
Carbon date it.
Yeah.
And And they said there's bone fragments from as early as 3000 BC and as late as 2500 BC.
Nice.
So in that 500-year span, they think that it could have been, because it was constructed between 3000 and 2000. So they think in that first 500 years, it might have been burial for a family or something.
I could be wrong, but doesn't it have something to do with like the sun as well? Like the sun comes through like at a certain day.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, but that sounds right from what
I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure like a henge is what that means. Is like it's so this is fucking nerdville.
It's like a certain shadow in a certain spot on a certain day, you're saying?
It's something like the sun comes through. Anyway, my boy Neil deGrasse Tyson, who God, it would be so cool to have him on. He would hate every minute of it.
Shoot him a text,
he came up with this in Manhattan, since it runs like east to west. At one day in the fucking world, the sun basically sets right in the middle of like fucking Fifth Avenue or what, I don't know what the fucking road it is.
Sure.
But you can't see anything because of the building. So the sun is like this fucking orb that like goes down. So he like named it Manhattan Henge as like a thing. And it was like a cool picture that he fucking posted like once. And now it's like a goddamn like event. People block fucking traffic for like hours to fucking get the stupid ass picture.
And
dude. Like he's basically, you know, people know him for the guy that ruined Pluto and also the guy who made fucking New York more traffic-y. So
exactly.
Yeah, dude, all that ancient shit blows my mind.
It's awesome.
Stonehenge is cool, but I mean, I've mentioned it before. Göbekli Tepe is the fucking thing to look for.
You talked about it, right, on the podcast, didn't you?
Yeah, I've mentioned it before.
Like years ago, maybe.
No,
Tepe.
Göbekli Tepe. It's in Turkey.
Göbekli Tepe. Yeah.
It's a dude. It's 12,000 years old, and everybody else is like, the fucking pyramid. No, this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm gonna YouTube it later,
dude. You should. It's fucking interesting. I don't understand what happened before us. Eminem's 48. I don't even fucking know what's going on anymore.
Dude, there's parts of the Amazon that people have never been to. They think that there's old, like ancient civilizations down there. I mean, my former drug dealer's like 65.
Yeah.
And a huge conspiracy theorist, just knows every single one and everything about it. And the worst part is, when we've talked about it, he'll be like, no, that really happened. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, I just am along for the ride because I love fucking conspiracy theories.
Sure.
He's like, no. And he Googles it and it's like, shows me the CDC's like, yeah, you actually have 91 chromosomes. I'm like, how does nobody else know this but you and the CDC? Where did you get this info?
The thing about some conspiracy theories that you need, or the conspiracy theorists that you need to be aware of, is that they know enough to trick you into thinking like them.
Oh yeah. I love it. I'm all about it.
I've talked to a few people where I've been like, why would that be true? And they're like, because the government. And I'm like, what? Why would that happen? And they're like, because you know too much. And then I say that, and then they're like, but this happened. And I'm like, why do you have an answer for everything? This is fucking
why
stupid.
do you know literally everything?
It
dude, I don't know.
Crazy.
That's insane. I love it. I do have a decently healthy distrust of the government. Which is fun. It's way more fun that way. So
yeah, I mean, what would life be like if you weren't listening to Eminem and hating the government at the same time? There you go. No, man, I'm God, I could literally talk all day about stuff I don't know about fully.
I had one more part of the fact that I wanted to say because it's funny.
Go ahead.
The guy who owned it before him that sold, did I even say his name? So the guy who bought its name was Cecil Chubb.
Yeah, you said that name because I remember thinking, Nick Chubb's great-great-grandfather.
Yeah, they don't look anything alike if you're catching my drift. This guy's from England, so they're pretty opposite. But the guy he bought it from in 1915, his name was Sir Cosmo Gordon Entrabus.
Well,
his name was Cosmo. It was a real name back in the day.
It wasn't just a Fairly Odd Parent.
No. And his wife Brenda. What was her name? I can't remember.
Wanda, I think.
Wanda.
Wanda.
I almost said Wendy, went with Brenda. I was so close.
It's all right, man. I forgive you. It's fine.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. So
No, man, that's interesting, man. I have listened to a lot of audiobooks about that kind of shit, and I've retained nothing.
Blackra Hyundai Elantra. What was it called again?
What is it? Go back to Tepe.
Guacamole Sarantino.
If you think that I just know how to pronounce that and hadn't practiced it for 7 minutes before trying to say it for the first time, you'd be wrong because I took 8 minutes to do it.
8?
And
I was gonna say 5 max, but
I was like,
8?
Go
That's
back
crazy.
Le Tepe. Okay,
Go
there
back
we go.
to Tepe. I imagine Steph's like, that one was pretty good, and you're like, it wasn't perfect, Steph.
You know what it is? It's the Vinny Hinestroza of fucking archaeological places. Like, it's a full fucking cool-ass name.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet. But we went with our guy, Eminem, Marshall Mathers. So
yeah, no, he deserves it. He's been through a lot. Everybody wants to fucking battle him.
Munchausen syndrome. Like, it's rough, but yeah. I mean, I have basically nothing else to say to you.
Awesome.
That's about.
Well, I think that's it, bro. That's
I agree with you.
Concise little pocket of our imaginations right here.
It was. Wow.
Yeah, I've listened to many words.
You're fucking smart, dude.
I did also about 17 minutes ago refer to a salon as a saloon. So
I wasn't gonna bring that back up. I was gonna let you slide this time.
As soon as I said it, I was like, "That's not what I said the first time."
Yeah.
Although it is spelled very similar.
It's very close. Like, get your hair did, and I was like, huh, where?
Sorry.
Where do you do that?
Yeah, at the saloon.
I realized beforehand I was like being kind of mean to you before the episode even started. It's like spilled over into our actual lives.
Yeah, it's all right.
So I was gonna let that one go, but
no, it's okay. You complimented my brain, and I had to be realistic about it.
Well, you can't just accept a compliment. You have to prove to everybody else that we're not worthy of nice things.
Yeah, for sure. That was
I do it all the time.
That was one thing when you and I talked yesterday about how how Don't Wake Daddy did. I was like, were they like really nice to you?
Yeah, it's too nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, that's how they were to me, and I just was like, oh, guys, come on, shut up.
Seriously.
Don't lie to yourselves and me at the same time.
It's so, when people say nice things, it's so hard. It's like, someone will be like, you're a good dad. I'm like, yeah, well, I subconsciously ruined the relationship with his mother so that I could only see him 4 days a week. So it's fine. It all balances out, just sabotaging.
And if we ever hear a podcast compliment, it's few and far between, honestly. Yeah. But when we do, even like a like on a post, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to hit that fucking heart. I'm really sorry.
Every time Matt's like, hey, I listened to the episode, I'm like, well, why'd you put yourself through that? Why would you do that to yourself?
It's all right. We got to have him on. Let's
seriously.
Let's put that in the works. Let's get that on there.
I think so.
Anyway, that's the episode, guys. All
right.
Episode 48 in the books.
Shoot us an email.
Yeah.
Episode 48 in the books.
Just shoot us an email.
All right.
Two fucking
Fuck
idiots.
You guys, I'm out of here. Fuck this bullshit. I'm out of here.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess we could be done. That's fine. Oh.
I'm out of here. Check us out on Instagram. We're gonna be posting 2 to 3 times a week. It's super easy. TikTok. Send us an email, and we'll see you guys soon. Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Peace. Love you guys.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two